Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back. Here we are in downtown Macon. Not too much going on. It's Friday night, and considering it's been kind of mild today, there are a decent amount of people out and about. It's going to be a cold night, but a lot of that cold going to get here a little later on. We're still waiting on that wind to shift directions again. Several alerts out. All the pink shaded counties, that's the winter storm warning in effect till 1 a.m. Sunday morning. The purple shaded counties is kind of more so the gray area of, might get a little snow. The accumulation shouldn't be too impactful, but there's a chance you could get an impactful amount. That's in effect till 7 p.m. tomorrow evening, and the entirety of the region falling under the extreme cold warning until 1 p.m. Sunday. In fact, not just the region, it's the entire state that is included in that with how bare those wind chills are going to be. 28 degrees, no longer really think we're going to have those rain showers. It's just going to all get snow as it moves in. Wind, again, will shift to the northwest. We will see gusts to around 20 miles per hour by tomorrow morning. Expecting everybody to go below freezing heading into tomorrow, but some spots will likely warm back up a little above freezing tomorrow afternoon, particularly in these southwestern counties where the snow odds are the least likely. So this is our best shot yet. Looking kind of scattered in nature as we go into tomorrow afternoon. Definitely the brunt of this going to be hitting more so south and North Carolina, especially in regards to those winds. I think, Tucker mentioned earlier that we could see gusts of 30 miles per hour. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw some pushing 40 miles per hour, especially tomorrow evening and overnight into Sunday. That's when the strongest winds are expected. And the problem with that wind is that while the snow is going on, it's going to lead to near whiteout conditions. So folk who are traveling during this, that becomes very dangerous because suddenly you can't see, or visibility is greatly reduced, and you're also talking about snow sticking to the road almost right away. So we are talking about hazardous travel conditions and slick conditions, and so obviously you talk about not being able to see in those slick conditions, and it gets a little bit dangerous out there. It's advised that you stay off of the road. Now let's go ahead and switch models here. The high resolution rapid refresh actually being a little more widespread in terms of the snow potential. So let's go over this. What is like the most snow that we could possibly see? Maybe not in terms of accumulations, but in terms of who sees it, right? You see here, even a few flurries, some showers possible as far southwest as Butler, Montezuma over there in Macon counties, maybe down into Dooley County a little bit. But you see this tapering off in the evening. Notice the numbers here. Those are wind chills. So heading into tomorrow evening, wind chills are already starting to get down into the single digits. And they keep on going, folks. We may be seeing those down into possibly a couple of negatives. So there's going to be possibly real feels that are around zero heading to the start of your Sunday. Any snow that falls tomorrow afternoon and evening is absolutely going to stick with how cold it is getting. The good news is this: once that sun starts to come up on Sunday, temperatures are expected to warm above freezing. Should be largely upper 30s and lower 40s, and with the sunshine coming down as well, and there'll still be some wind. We're not talking 40 mile an hour gusts on Sunday. At that point, it's probably going to be more 25-ish, maybe a couple to 30, but with the colder, drier air coming combined with the sun, that is going to help with some melting. I do anticipate mostly clear conditions overnight Sunday into Monday, where we will once again go below freezing. For those of us who don't get too much in terms of snow, a lot of what we get will be gone on Sunday. But these northeastern counties where you're talking 2, possibly 3 inches in a few locations, Dublin being indicated with this model as the heavy spot. Don't know if that'll be the case. We are going to look for a heavier band to possibly set up somewhere in the eastern parts of Georgia, so east of Atlanta and extending down somewhere into this region that's north of Interstate 16. And whoever gets that will likely be our wet spot or the heavy spot. But somewhere like Sparta and Sandersville going to likely be the heavy spots if we don't end up getting that heavier band of snow. And if that does set up over the interstate, could really, really make for some dangerous travel, because where that band sets up, it's going to be extra heavy with the snow, and you're talking about the reduced visibility because of that wind. So here's a quick breakdown of your weekend. Again, around freezing tomorrow with the snow, and then at least we should get some melting Sunday. We'll check the rest out in 10 seconds.
Every new Volume Chevrolet comes with our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and oil changes for life.
Volume Chevrolet.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is presented by Volume Chevrolet. So again, we're actually going to have worse wind tomorrow than we will on Sunday. I wish I had a word that said wind and snow, because there's going to be a lot of it. Reduced visibility, a big concern for people who might already be on the road when it starts to come down, especially talking about the slick conditions. Groundhog Day on Monday. Sunny skies can maybe lead you to think about what may happen with General Lee up there in Butts County. And perhaps a shot for some rain midweek with some overnight lows finally getting above freezing.